Progress can be defined as the forward motion toward a specific goal or objective. However, progress is not a mold that people try to fit into, and it varies from person to person. Progress can also come in any size, from a personal level to world change, and everyone tells their progress story differently. Everyone also has an environmental responsibility, and reaching the goal of conservation and preservation of our environment requires progress on all levels. Lady Elliot Island showed progress through sustainable tourism initiatives. Guests stay in eco-huts that have a minimal carbon footprint on the environment. They also use the process of reverse osmosis to desalinate ocean water rather than draining the earth of its minimal freshwater sources. This resort is also run on 95% solar power, where a majority of other hotels and resorts are still reliant on fossil fuels as a source of power. To combat food waste on the island, any leftover food is put into compost, and water waste is used to water the runway and ensure that it remains healthy grass for planes to land on. Lady Elliot Island is also continuing to educate other resorts on how to function sustainably and maintain a healthy reef and environment, as the reef is endangered. This shows progress in a way of tourism. The town of Kaikoura, New Zealand progressed from a whaling town that was reliant on killing whales, cutting off their heads, and then burying the rest of the body to simply decompose, to a tourism town. You can still find some whale bones on the beaches of Kaikoura. When the whale population began to run slim, Kaikoura needed to find a new source of economics and turned to tourism. Tourism in whale watching, dolphin swimming, and scenic hiking. This progression from whale killing to whale preservation was not easy, as whale hunting was all that the townspeople knew as a way to make money. Despite the need for change being forced upon them, they embraced the progression to tourism with open arms. This was the definition of progress for the town of Kaikoura, progressing towards an economic solution that also stopped harming a population of animals, and instead bringing attention to whales' beauty and the need to protect them and the environment as they promote tourism in a more sustainable way. Lake Hawea Station in New Zealand is an example of regenerative farming and progress in the farming industry. In the States, we till and fertilize the soil in order to get the most use out of it. However, this causes the soil to lack nutrients. At Hawea Station, they are one of the first farms to introduce regenerative farming into their work. They plant 10 to 15 different types of crops on one plot of land, no tilling or fertilizing. This generates food for the animals and constant healthy soil. Hawea Station is also working to introduce this idea to other farmers and make regenerative farming more popular, showing progress on a smaller and wider scale. Ultimately, progress is shown through the simple act of education. Progress was shown to my classmates and I as we began to take more sustainable measures in our daily lives and bring those practices home with us as we became aware of the implications of our actions on the environment. While progress varies in situation, source, and influence, it is characterized by the forward motion towards a specific goal or objective, and my story of progress with sustainability is just beginning.